Hi, everybody. As I was saying, I think last week, maybe longer. Sorry, I haven't quite been in a place where I felt like doing videos the last couple week, I think. I've lost track of time. Anyways, to the subject at hand, I said I was going to do a review once I finished the book I was reading. So, as promised, here is my review. Anyways, I finished reading The Caves of Steel by Isaac Asimov. And I'm just going to say I definitely give it a 5 stars. Now, if you don't know who Isaac Asimov is, he's basically the person that created the 3 laws of robotics you see used in practically anything having to do with robotics. You got to think iRobot, Bicentennial Man, Ex Machina, etc., and so forth. That's just how awesome he is. And he wrote The Caves of Steel. It's not the first book he wrote. He wrote The Complete Robot, which is a collection of different stories he did about robot characters, and iRobot. But I already know kind of what iRobot goes into. Do not think that the movie has really anything to do with it, because the movie was terrible as compared to his actual stuff. I'll just put that there. Love Will Smith, did not like iRobot. Anyway, this book was written in the 1950s. So one thing I've heard about the robot series from people, they loved it, but they said it was severely outdated. A little, mostly with how the main character talks and reacts to certain things. Some of the technology seems a little Star Trek based, but you got to think 1950s. The guy was really ahead of his time. That's why I'm giving it 5 stars, because he knew his stuff. He was beyond knowing his stuff. Yes, a lot of his stuff has been proven to be incorrect when it comes to AI and robotics, but that's not the point. The point is it's fiction, it's amusing, and it's just impressive as heck that this guy, this man wrote this in the 1950s and it's still relevant to this day. And I love the main character, Elijah. He's awesome. I love his robot partner that he reluctantly gets paired with. Not going to spoil it too much. Just their banter. Well, Elijah's banter, because Daniel can't banter because he's, robot polite to a T. Anyways, the 3 laws of robotics, I'm sure you've heard of them before. The can do no harm to a human, cannot do any action that would cause harm to a human, and then the 3rd law, protect oneself at all costs unless it comes in conflict with the 1st and 2nd law. So, that being said, I liked that Elijah was constantly trying to get Daniel to break from that. He was always trying to outthink him, because he hates robots. He's very prejudiced against AI and robots in general. That's the whole basis of, the series, is he's just, he just does not like robots. They take jobs from humans. It's a dystopian thriller too, so, mankind's living in these, very cramped underground cities. They never see daylight, and the humans that have basically sailed off into the sky, into space, spacers, that's what they're actually called in the book, are basically considered elite, snobby, rude, perfect. They don't like to be around humans. In fact, they very rarely come in contact with Earth humans, because the fear of disease, because they have not come in contact with diseases. And so they're constant Earth humans and spacer humans are constantly coming in conflict with each other because of the prejudices on either side. And spacers really love their robots, and Earth humans do not love their robots. They have them because they're kind of necessary for farming when humans do not want to go out into the wasteland and any of that. They're afraid of the great outdoors, so they have robots, but very reluctantly. Anyway, enough on that. You'll just have to read the book if you want to know more about that. I don't want to spoil it too much for you. But anyway, it's a murder mystery. It's kind of like an old 1950s detective novel, trench coat, the hat, the pipe. You get the picture. Anyway, what I absolutely adored about this was that he mixed that with a sci-fi AI novel. He combined the two and made it absolutely unique and amusing as hell. Not just that, but you're constantly thinking. You're constantly thinking, constantly using your brain, and just his reluctant pairing with the spacer robot R. Daniel is such a pivotal point in this book. You can see that his prejudices are getting worn down, and he's kind of starting to, you know, see things in a different light. That being said, the murder actually is shockingly, considering that's what the point of the book is not the main focus. It's a side noise. Most of the focus is on the conspiracies, the fear of the robots, the little almost culty underground movements of people that want to bring Earth back to the good old days of farming in the dirt and being in the great outdoors and, capitalism and all that stuff. Basically, they kind of almost live in a communist society. You get little food tokens. You get the idea. I'm not going to go. You just need to read the book because it's a very complicated world to describe. Anyways, I gave it 5 stars because, like I said, it was written in a time period where robots were usually the bad guys. Isaac Asimov was one of the first earliest writers to make robots a sympathetic character. You feel bad for them. When something happens to them, how could they do that? You're horrified at the treatment of these robots based on human prejudices, but yet you can understand the human side because we go through that now with actual humans. We go through prejudices and of them taking our jobs, people that aren't like us. I mean, I don't think that way at all. I believe everyone deserves the same. Everybody deserves a fair treatment. It doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, any of that. Everyone deserves the same, lot in life. So that's why I thought the book was also equally interesting, because I can see both sides of it, but at the same time, I don't understand the prejudice, because AI, for me, I would absolutely love to meet an AI robot like Daniel and have a conversation. And I do believe that the further we go, we do have to start wondering about their souls, their mentality, and things like that. I know religious people are going to say, you can't make a machine have a soul, but you can make them have personality and feelings. And that's where we're going. So at some point, there will be there's already conflict in factories with robots taking over for making, say, automobiles and surgery and things like that. And, it's taking jobs from humans. Fair enough. Yes, I do agree that robotics should be handled very gently and not in a way that would compromise a person just trying to get a paycheck. But that being said, I would absolutely, absolutely recommend this book. I am currently reading The Naked Sun, the second one in the series. Don't you just love these old covers? And then Jake, my fabulous partner and co-collaborator in crime and /editor, found the third book, and this is an even older cover. Wow. Isn't that fantastic? So I'll be diving into those periodically. I do take a break from them every now and then because my brain gets a little itchy with science books every now and then. So I do take breaks. So that's why I'm also side reading Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. And after this, I'm probably going to start on Elantris by him also. I've got a huge to-read list, so don't worry. There will be lots of content when it comes to books. Video games, not so much, because with me working on a computer, when I get home, I really don't want to touch another one, but I've really been doing Stardew Valley a lot, so that I might do off and on. So there, you might get that. I will be doing an actual intro video here soon where I talk about me, my life, who I am, all of that stuff. But I just wanted to give my editor something to practice editing on with the programs that we have and just have a fun time with that. And I was going to try doing this on my phone, but my phone like cuts off videos after like 3 minutes, and that's really annoying. So I'm going to probably stick with the Chromebook and try to find a better camera, here soon. But there you go. Anyways, so Isaac Asimov, definite thumbs up. Caves of Steel was a fantastic start to the series. Definitely one thing I would say is it's definitely a plus series if you like sci-fi, but you also love your murder mystery and detective novels. So you get the two, and you'll end up deeply enthralled. And either way, if you don't even like detective mystery books, there you go. The sci-fi has you going, the dystopian atmosphere has you going, and plus just the character talks and just the thought process that goes through Elijah's head is deeply amusing. I know some people were like, to this book. I'm not as super critical as others, especially of the science stuff, because I'm not a scientist. I do know a lot of science stuff. I retain really weird, amounts of knowledge. Comes with being autistic. Science is kind of a special interest of mine, so I do know a little bit, but I'm not an expert. So I can actually read these books and not go, oh, that's not true. That's not how that goes. This isn't right. I don't do that. But I noticed a lot of criticism comes from people that actually read science novels, which I do actually have one by Isaac Asimov that he wrote that is actually about science. Extraterrestrial civilizations. So, and it's more of a science type thing. So I hope my brain doesn't fall out trying to read that one. My co-collaborator will appear at some point. He's not here right now. In fact, him and Vivian, my 7-year-old, are off adventuring. So I felt now was a good time to do a video while the youngest is taking her nap where she won't be bothering me. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this is definitely better than my first video. It will get better as time goes on. I'm going to try to upload videos Sunday or Monday, depends on how long it takes to edit them. Because Sunday is my shortest day of the week and Monday is my Friday. So those are the two easiest days for me to do videos. I might upload one off and on if something really awesome happens or if I'm doing something really awesome. But as of right now, Sundays and Mondays are probably the days you can expect to see a video from me. Yep. Anyways, have a good day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this review. Hope you enjoy the hat. It's warm. My voice isn't as crackly today. Woo-hoo. Anyways, yep. Long awkward pause. King of that. Woohoo. So you all have a fantastic day. Keep on reading or whatever you enjoy doing. Whether you enjoy reading or whatever it is, you have a fantastic day and you keep on doing what you enjoy. Keep being you. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.